You don't, do you watch celebrity? Oh man, I got to watching The Dumbest Show because my roommate and her boyfriend loved to binge dipshit shows, and it's awesome. I walked in and they were watching one of the dumbest shows I've ever seen, which is a show called The Masked Singer. Do you watch this show? Do you like it? Clap if you watch it so we can punch you. Nobody in here watches it. You do? You watch it? You've never seen it? Oh my God, it's fucking awesome! Fox hit the gold mine. It's a genius idea. So what they do is they take a famous person, which I use that word, famous, in the same manner Boeing attaches all of its engines to its aircraft. Which is to say, very loosely. They get some quote-unquote Z-list celebrity to put on a dipshit costume that obscures all their features, their face, their body, and then they get up on stage and they sing karaoke while a dais, just this judging panel of somehow even less famous celebrities. Like just this fucking Last Supper of Hollywood cigarette butts, all just lined up, and they try to guess who's in the costume. That's what they do. That's the whole show. So you have a giant beer can come out, and it's like, life is a highway. I want to ride it all night long. And then it'll stop, and then the judges will be like, oh my fucking God. You know what? I'm going to be honest with you. I think it's Sylvester Stallone. And you're watching at home like, it's not Sylvester Stallone. And they're like, oh no, it's Sir Patrick Stewart. And I'm like, he's a theater actor. They wouldn't get, Fox doesn't have the budget. And then Jenny McCarthy is always like, it's Oprah. And you're like, it's not fucking, fuck you. Oh yeah, I'm sure old Harpo is just itching to take 3 weeks off from building a literal stairway to heaven out of $100 bills. To dress up in your mobile sweatshop and fucking parade around like a dipshit for 35 seconds of FaceTime. And that's what they do. It's peak disappointment television because they get the crowd riled up. And the crowd's like, oh my God, it's Oprah! Holy shit, no, it's Sylvester Stallone! And then they're like, take it off! Take it off! And they're like, who's in that mask? Take it off! That's right! It's retired Montreal Expos third baseman, Clay Schilling. Who the fuck is that? And they apparently have just pumped up the studio audience with Molly, because the studio audience is like, I love Clay Schilling! Favorite five-tool player! And you're like, that's, what? You don't know who that guy is. And they're like, Clay, how'd you come up with the idea of being a beer can and love on the highway? Well, it's actually, Ted, I was ejected from the league for 3 consecutive DUIs. Well, thanks for watching The Masked Singer. Farmer Wants a Wife is up next. See, the problem is you don't watch the show because that sucks. See, the problem is they're going after the budget because they just have money. They're trying to get famous people, and famous people are expensive. Now, the way to class up that show is to go for infamous people, because they're a lot less expensive and their schedules are far more available. Could you imagine how much you'd watch The Masked Singer if season 1, episode 1, you saw this? Giant postage stamp comes out on stage. Just a huge postage stamp, all colorful and cartoonish. Comes out there and it's like, I tried so hard and got so far, but in the end, it doesn't really matter. And then the judges are like, oh my fucking God, it's Barack Obama. I know it is because Barack still writes Michelle handwritten letters. That's how it is. And then Dr. Ken would be like, no, it's not. No, it's not. It's Sean Penn. That's who's in there. As in pen to paper, paper in an envelope with a stamp on it. That's what it is. And then Jenny McCarthy's like, I think it's Oprah. And you're like, it's not fucking Oprah. Shut up, you anti-vaxxer. You're fucking weirding everybody out. Oprah's not gonna do the show. And then the crowd is like, who's in there? It's federal inmate number 157612, Ted Kaczynski, the Unabomber, is here. And he's like, you're telling me at home you wouldn't be like, honey! Fuck! Ted Kaczynski's on the Masked Singer. Ted, we get why you chose the postage stamp. Clever as fuck, I gotta tell you that. But why Linkin Park? You a big nu metal fan? No, Linkin Park because I tried so hard. And I got so far, but in the end, none of you listened to me, and it doesn't really matter anymore. And then the show wouldn't have to end there, because they'd be like, well, that's our show, but we're gonna be sticking around for a little while longer, because to get Ted down here, we had to agree to let him masturbate with tree bark in front of all of you. And then he's gonna read his second manifesto that we all sort of agree with, but can't get behind the means for achieving it. Also, one of you in the studio audience has a high-powered explosive under your seat, and it'll go off if you stand up. You're all gonna have to figure that out. Up next, Farmer Wants a Wife.